A project at the College of New Caledonia is taking research to a new level. It started with a simple idea to extend the local growing season, and now it's leading to much larger applications.
Okay, so I'll just start the fire, and we'll get things going here.
It all starts with a simple wood-burning stove. Very common in northern BC climates, but researchers at the College of New Caledonia have taken something as simple as a fire and moved it to the next level: light.
Now, we're going to run this light right here, but it is an LED light, so that's a low energy light system.
Initially, the plan was to create a device to extend the growing season for greenhouses.
The price was still not really competitive with hydro. So if you're on the grid, you maybe would just plug your lights into hydro. It would be, that for the investment to get the tag system working, very difficult to compete with hydro. That's very cheap electricity. But if you're off grid, what we decided, this technology was ideal.
The thermal electric generator project, as it's called, was given seed funding from the Ominika Beetle Action Coalition, specific to greenhouses.
We were working with them. It was their grant that made this possible, so we thank them very much for that. And now we're actually looking for new partners to come on board that want to take this to the next level.
By the next level, CNC hopes to advance the technology to work beyond greenhouse usage alone, and they need some help from the manufacturing community.
We found that the piece that goes on top that generates electricity, it doesn't work when you just set it on top of a normal wood stove. So they cut holes in it and other things and modified it, and it needs copper and other things that conduct heat and electricity better. So maybe we would have a manufacturer work with us to maybe create that stove.
Oro Barton and his team found the technology has other uses. For those who live off the grid, say cabin owners, this system not only generates heat, it can produce enough electricity to run a 40-watt bulb continuously or charge a battery to bank energy to power a light for several hours.
I'd love to work with someone to make this into a system where you could just walk into a cold cabin, all frozen up, light the stove, the lights come up immediately, as you saw here today. You start charging your battery, and your house is ready to go by the next morning with all its services: central heating, water, hot water, cold water, and a comfortable environment and a place to plug in your laptop.
Barton says while the idea of thermal electric power is not new, this new usage is infinitely suited to this part of the country. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.